first, looking for his first title. Here's a man that showed up in Windsor Locks, didn't even have a spot in the tournament, but because another player withdrew, he got the spot, and he's in number 5. What a welcome.
Well, Chris, a little tentative with his first shot in the championship round, but just a real likable guy. And he put on a great show last night as he charged to the top 5. What he needs to do with the 5-10 is get the ball just to the left of the 5-pin, slide that baby over into the 10. He'd like to open with a spare.
Right, so the southpaw is faced with that open frame. Try to rebound when he's next up, but here he is, 36 years old, 4 titles, 11 years. His best showing thus far this year, 26th at the Showboat, and he won there in 1992. Okay, Harry Sullins.
Great opening shot. Now watch the profile of Harry Sullins. A very long 4-step delivery. Watch how close he comes to the foul line with a long slide and just gets right up there. Everything perpendicular to the foul line, a good solid follow through. That's the way to do it. Remember, the feet are the extension of your whole body, and he stayed right in balance. 6 rounds, 42 games this week for the players. Sullins up, second frame. He started with a strike.
Here's a 36-year-old that's handled every phase of the bowling business, it seems, except ownership of an establishment. Interesting guy, Harry Sullins, and get better acquainted with Bob Belmont, who's 33. He's 5'10", 215 pounds. He's on the right lane now, Bo.
Needs to get something going. Second frame.
Oh, yes. Our tournament leader is a left-hander, Just Stayrook.
Very nice shot here by Bob Belmont, recovering from an open frame in the second frame. Now watch his footwork. He slides right into the line. That's very good form there. You don't want to see this foot kick out too much, but here, once again, he's perpendicular, and when you stay perpendicular, it keeps your arm close to your body, and you get maximum leverage.
Leaving a 6-pin on the left lane.
Natural adjustment for the 5-10 split he had in the first frame. He was a little light, tries to pinch the ball up a little bit higher. The ball enters the 1-2 pocket. The 3 goes around the 6. Could have gotten a good break and cut the lead of Sullins down to just 11, but with a spare, he'll remain 21 behind.
Okay. Now, Bob relaxes. Or rests, I should say. I doubt if anybody really relaxes between shots. Here's Harry Sullins.
Harry Sullins has to watch this area. Here's where he's starting. He has the biggest hook of any of our players, and he'd be playing a deep inside line with a trajectory along the 4th arrow.
All right, 4-time champion Harry Sullins has suffered through a year-long dry spell. Here's his explanation.
Well, with the advanced technology of today's bowling equipment, all the different surfaces, reactive resins and urethanes, for myself, being a big power player, it's made the game much more difficult for myself trying to bowl like a straighter player, and it's just the way science has worked out. Hopefully I'll figure it out and I'll get back to the top of my game.
The scout. Harry Sullins, the leader by 41. Yes, we are in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. Just up the road from the state capital of Hartford. Near the Capitol building, you can find the Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Arch.
Chili, fries, coffee.
You better add on some Tums.
On the house.
Except these aren't Tums.
Same thing.
You got them all mixed up.
I told you they're all the same.
Listen to me. Tums has calcium. Is this calcium? No, it uses aluminum and magnesium. So does this. The only one of these that helps wipe out heartburn and gives you calcium you need is Tums.
Something my body needs anyway. I like that.
Insist on calcium-rich Tums.
I used pressure-treated lumber, and I still have $800 in water damage. How come?
Even treated wood needs Thompson's Water Seal waterproofer. Without Thompson's, you're wide open for water damage. Thompson's. Don't wait until it's too late.
Shake it, no dandruff. You've got Selsun Power. Brush it, no flakes. You've got Selsun Power with Selsun Blue. Doctors recommend it #1 over all leading brands. Dandruff problem? No way. You've got Selsun Power.
Where nature stores gas. Where man does. Right idea. Brighter idea.
True value. Help is just around the corner.
Here at Bradley Bowl in Windsor Locks, Connecticut, near Hartford, we're nearing midpoint of our very first match in the Tums Classic. For the first time ever on national television, Bob Belmont. If you just joined us, grew up in White Plains, now living in Dunedin, Florida, where he owns a pro shop at Rainbow Lanes in Clearwater. .610.
Well, he's showing a little of the nervousness that a part-time player would show in a championship round. The veteran Harry Sullins has this match well in hand. The early going, as you see Belmont drifting high, breaks down the 6-7-10 split. Has a very simple spare for a left-hander. The 6-10, get that ball over into the right-hand corner.
The chop and another open frame. Bob Belmont, part-time pro, explains why he elected to bowl here.
Well, I like to come up towards the East Coast, Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, because I lived in White Plains, New York, and it's like a vacation and bowling at the same time, so I have a little fun while I'm doing it.
And he's picking up some cash. However, he trails by 54.
And the crowd's behind him here in this Connecticut city. Now, Harry Sullins.
Harry's had remarkable carry in the first 4 frames. One of the difficulties the players have had this week is slinging pins around and getting the off hit. Harry's carried 2 out of 3 off hits.
Here's a man that has a 5-bagger. Iron Man. He bowled 239 consecutive tournaments, a PBA record, extending from 1986 to August 1993, July of '86. It's a while.
That is a while, Chris. He broke Sam Flanagan's old record of 235. Here's the way Harry Sullins attacking the championship here. He's the extreme left. He's even going to walk over towards the left channel. He'll be around the 3rd arrow. He plays the big, powerful hook ball. He has 5 strikes to start.
Now he is halfway to the true value $100,000 check for a perfect game.
Kind of unexpected, huh, Chris? I think Belmont feels the same way. 180, 190, even 200 have been good games all week long. Now Belmont trails by 74.
And leaving the 4-pin as Brian Voss stays loose, practicing off on a pair to our right. You'll see him next.
Interesting technique employed by Bob Belmont. He uses the full fingertip grip on his first ball when the lanes are